is flood an annual phenomenon? While in case of India, it's yes. As you already know that the states like Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Assams are affected by the floods. Especially in case of Bihar, the flood affects 76% of its North Bihar population. But still, why it has become a annual phenomena? Because in Bihar, it is not just limited to a natural disaster, it has become a human-made disaster. Hello and welcome to the In Focus series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about Bihar floods and why it has become repetitive in the state. And this session is important for your GS2 as well as 3 perspective. Moving towards the points of discussion. Before moving to any discussion, I want to show you a picture. This is the picture of the Bihar in which people are affected by the flood. You can see that women and children are mostly affected by this, and especially the people from marginalized section are hugely affected by any disaster because they lack resources, they lack awareness regarding any disaster, and that's why they could not easily migrate from one place to another place. Coming to the discussion part. So here are the points of discussion. First of all, we are going to discuss the news. After that, we are going to discuss the Bihar geography and why it's important to have a discussion on Bihar geography, because geography plays an important role to have flood-like situation in Bihar. Then we are going to discuss about the embankments and Koshi question. These are the problems which are existing. What are the effects of Bihar flood? Then we are going to discuss about the possible solutions. After that, we are going to discuss practice question for prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to our Drishti IAS channel. Moving towards the news part. So before moving to the news part, I have an important announcement by Drishti IAS. As you already know that Drishti IAS has several branches across the country, and Drishti IAS has launched its IAS-GS Foundation course, which is Prelims plus Mains, and these courses are exclusively for the English medium. Here are the few details of the courses. So in Prayagraj, 3rd October, 11:30 am, Jaipur, 7th October, 5:30 pm, Lucknow, 16th October, 8 am, Karol Bagh, Delhi, 17th October, 8 am. If you want to know more about this thing, you can call on to the number 8010440440. I'll repeat 8010440440, and if you're staying nearby, you can also visit to the offline center. Coming to the news part. The news is that flood has impacted and affected Bihar again, and it has become a natural phenomena, also a human-made phenomena. Why it is so? Because Bihar geography is responsible for flood-like situation in Bihar. But can it become a huge havoc in Bihar? It's because of structural and non-structural problem. The people of Bihar are facing such kind of the situation. And in this session, we are going to discuss about the existing problem. What are the possible solution we can suggest? So coming to the another slide. Another slide is about the Bihar's geography. So according to the Flood Management Improvement Support Center, Bihar is India's most flood prone state because 76% of the North Bihar population is impacted by the flood every year. So that's why Bihar is most affected by the flood in the whole country. And Bihar is crisscrossed by both snow-fed and rain-fed rivers, putting it at a risk of various kinds of flood. So these are the natural regions for which flood-like situation is happening in Bihar. So here we'll have more important regarding the flood. So here they had decided, the State Disaster Management Authority has categorized floods into the 4 categories, and the first category is flash flood, which occurred due to the rainfall in Nepal and lead time. So here we have to understand that what is lead time. So lead time is a time between forecast and flood. So suppose that they have given a forecast of a particular time and it take 8 or 10 hours to actual coming of the flood. So that is called as a lead time. So this lead time is very short, which is 8 hours, and receding of the flood water is fast. So in this 8 hours of time, it's very difficult for people to move out from one place to another place, because sometimes the forecast also does not reach on the time. Then we have another kind. Then we have river floods where the lead time is 24 hours and receding of flood waters takes 1 week or more. And the authority website also says that we have class 3, which is caused by drainage congestion in river confluence. Lead time is more than 24 hours and these waters exist or last till full monsoon season. Then we have 4th category, which is permanent waterlogged area, and its receding time is like permanent kind of situation. You can always find waterlogged in a particular area. So these are the 4 types of floods which has been categorized by the State Disaster Authority. Now here we have to understand one thing, that if summer lead time is short, the flood water also recedes very fast. But if some flood water lead time is too much, the water also recedes very slowly. So this is what you can say a typical kind of relationship between that. If lead water is fast, it will go fast, but if it is coming slowly, it will also move slowly. So here will come about the these are the areas which are affected by flood. So here we can see the North Bihar area. So Sitamarhi, you can see Madhubani, Muzaffarnagar, Darbhanga, so Samastipur. So these are the areas which are highly affected by the floods. So this you can see here. As you already know that in Bihar, the Ganga divides the state into 2 parts. So this area is affected by flood a lot. So especially the what you can say Maithil Bihar or Mithila speaking of Bihar, Madhubani, Sitamarhi. So these are highly affected by flood situation. Here will come about the reason about that. A major reason for the first 3 kinds of flooding is that Bihar is located below Nepal and its river are so young. So because of the Himalayan river, just like Budhi, Gandak, and you can see different kind of rivers there. So they are very young and they carry huge sediments. So whenever the water is coming, so they always carry huge sediments, and that has created a flood like situation. And 4th category of permanent waterlogging is because of the several factors. And according to the Flood Atlas of Bihar, which has been prepared by the ISRO with the help of state and central government, the water logging are spilling of silted small rivers, encroachment of drainage channels, embankment induced water logging, presence of saucer type depression locally called chores. So what we have find that the first 3 categories, maybe we can consider it as a natural phenomena because of the young rivers we are facing such kind of the things. But the 4th, which is the permanent water logging kind of situation, is totally human made, because all these things are happening because of the human made situation: encroachment of the drainage channels, embankment induced water logging, presence of saucer type depression, which is called as chores. So here we'll understand that what are chores. So chores are created due to river changing course and deposition of its sediments. So what we have seen that if rivers are changing its course, and we can see that there is a place where sediments have been gathered together and also there is a water. So that particular area and that particular situation is called as chores. So that also create a flood like situation. Here we'll come to the problems of embankments and the Kosi questions. So as you already know that we cannot change the Bihar geography, because we cannot change the river that we are changing the river, but we can definitely work on the other non-structural thing. So here what we have seen that the most destructive river of Bihar, which is also known as Saura of Bihar, is Kosi. And after the independence in 1950s, there was a discussion that embankments were built along the Kosi to contain its flow. And while they were seen as a lasting solution, not only have embankments been breached several times, so embankments have been made because they will have a solution because of the flood. But embankments helped little but created more problem. Here we'll discuss about that. What's the problem caused by the embankments? So because of the embankments, it narrows the course of the river, and earlier rivers can distribute its sediments, but right now they are going into a straight jacket, and that has created flood like situation. Then with nowhere for sediments to go, river's bed has been rising by 5 inch. So that has also one of the reason for floods in Bihar. And also this time Bihar has witnessed huge amount of water and a different kind of flood like situation, not flood like situation, a total flood situation in northern Bihar because of the Birpur barrage, because this time it has released 6.6 lakh cubic of water and which is highest in 6 decades. So these are the regions which has created flood situation and floods in Bihar. So here we'll come to the effect of the floods. So while Bihar may not result in the loss of lives every year, as you already know that few loss of lives, but there is an economic cost, social cost of all these kind of things, because people lost their livelihood, people lost their occupation, they lost their property, they lost their belongingness. So it is also mentally impacting them. And also they had created a business, they had created their home, they had created everything for their hard-earned money, and that all lost because of the flood-like of situation. So there is an emotional loss, there is a mental loss, there is an economic loss, there is a social loss to all these kind of situation. And recently state government has announced that they will invest rupees 1000 crore annually for the flood management and relief. So these are the effect of flood in Bihar. Here we'll come to the possible solution. So there is a Befikr app in Bihar which has been launched for early forecast and immediate solution for the flood. Here we have few proposals. So there was a proposal of a dam on the Kosi which has been mooted, but it also needs Nepal on the board, and that's why this particular proposal is delayed, because it requires 2 countries' consent. And also on September 30, Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar Samrat Chaudhary met the Union Jal Shakti Minister C.R. Patil, and they had decided that they will additionally build a barrage on the Kosi river, and also they had considered to make a separate barrage on Supaul, Dagmara, Areraj over the Gandak and Bagmati river. So these are the possible solution, and I had already told you about the Befikr app which is related to the flood situation. So these are the possible solution we have. And A.K. Sinha, who was the founder and also the vice chairperson of the Bihar State Disaster Management, so he was the ex-vice chairperson. So he suggested 2 ways for such kind of the problems. One is structural solution, the second is non-structural solution. And what is structural solution? So structural solution is dams, embankments, construction of dams, embankments, barrage. And non-structural solution is laws, policies, risk reduction, mitigation. So just like Befikr app, announcement of flood relief programs, announcement of rehabilitation programs. So these are the non-structural solution, because we have already discussed that we cannot change the geography of Bihar, but we can work on the non-structural solutions, and that is required for this kind of the thing. So there must be realization that we have to minimize this kind of the threat. And if it's a serious realization, we could not face problems like this, because we already know the geography of Bihar, and because of the rivers, young rivers, because of the various kind of Himalayan thing, we are facing such kind of the problems. But we can work on the policies, we can work on the construction and the problems related with the embankments, we can work on a different kind of things in which humans have a control. So all these things are required to have a flood control in Bihar. So here we'll come to the question part. Why has the proposal for a dam on the Kosi river not progressed for decades? Lack of sufficient fund, the ecological impact on the region, the need for cooperation from Nepal, resistance from local communities. So this is very easy one. You have to answer this into the comment section. And as you already know that flood is a very important topic for your mains examination. So for prelims also, for mains also, you have to prepare this topic, that why certain states of India are facing flood-like situation every year. What should be the solution? Why government is not proactively working onto this? If we have find the technological solution, scientific solution to it, why it is not applied? So you have to critically think in this direction. Then you have to write your answer. That's it for today's session. I hope you like this session. If you have queries related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you. Have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.